always fresh every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
It could be the largest bankruptcy since the Roman Empire went belly up in the late 400s. Damn those Vandals! GM is likely headed to court next week for a major restructuring. We'll have more. Also, we've got the dirt on a new turbocharged Ferrari engine, a four-door convertible supercar debuts in Monaco, and a would-be patriot chases down a Virginia sheriff. But would Miss Manners approve? All that plus comment of the week and our 2-minute and change car review FLDetours takes a look at the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. Watching Fastlane Daily on a Friday, and I'm rocking on 3.5 hours sleep. Let's do it, Ian. Roll it.
Fastlane Daily with Derek D. Always fresh every day.
Bloomberg reports General Motors will file for bankruptcy protection on June 1st. Don't expect a horde of barbarians at the gate. Reports indicate GM is headed for an orderly bankruptcy that'll see most of the company's assets sold to a new company. That path was laid out yesterday as a group of GM's largest bondholders agreed to take an equity stake in the new reorganized GM. Yesterday, the U.S. government said it would kick in nearly $30 billion on top of the $19.4 billion it's already committed to help move the deal forward. But it's not all good news. Existing GM stockholders who've already seen the share price erode to just over $1 would be wiped out. Ouch. And new details emerged today on a new turbocharged V8 from Ferrari. The UK's Autocar reports on a patent filing that gives a bit more insight on the company's strategy to use smaller engines, providing the same or more power as today's naturally aspirated ones. The filings show an 8-cylinder V configuration unit fitted with 2 equal-sized turbos. Either that or it's a condo complex. Not really sure yet. And it may be the only 4-door supercar convertible in production, but at least it has a catchy name. It's the Bewerp Savage Revale Roadyacht GTS.
What?
It's the Bewerp Savage Revale Roadyacht GTS.
You sure?
It's the Bewerp Savage Revale Roadyacht GTS. Since we last reported on it this past January, the BSRRG made its debut at the Top Marks show in Monaco earlier this month. The high-end, high-design drop top is based on the latest Corvette and gets power from a supercharged version of Chevrolet's LS7 V8. That bit of Detroit iron puts out 670 horsepower. That's apparently enough for a builder-reported 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds and a top speed of 205 miles per hour. Savage won't say exactly what materials were used in the build, but we're assuming it's mainly aluminum, carbon fiber, badger skin, and some stuff they use to make ShamWow, not unicorn tame. Right? Yeah. And here's one that made the YouTube rounds a few weeks ago. A Virginia man did what most have only dreamed, to pull over a cop for speeding. The anonymous driver videotaped himself chasing down a sheriff's deputy from Accomack County, Virginia. Accomack County, Virginia. I'm sorry if you're from Virginia. Accomack County, Virginia. At one point hitting 90 miles an hour. Uttering a string of expletives, he honks his horn to get the sheriff's deputy to pull over and then confronts him on his speeding shenanigans.
You scared? Come on. Come on, bitch. Come on. Come on. Keep on coming at me. Officer? Yeah. It's because I just got you on video blowing by me 90 miles per hour.
I wasn't going 90 miles per hour.
Yeah, you were. I got the speedometer. I got it on video.
The sheriff's department has since admitted the deputy made a mistake and told news station WAVY he had been disciplined. There's no word on the 20-year-old YouTuber's identity, but the ghost of Thomas Paine reportedly washed out his mouth with lye soap before smacking him in the head with a copy of Common Sense. You can find out more on those and a bunch of other stories not at the FLD news feed, but where'd it go? I beat it up a little too much. He was a little sad. So it's up on Twitter. Twitter.com/FastlaneDaily. Also, friend us on Facebook. Next up, comment of the week, and FLDetours takes a look at the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. That's coming up right after this. Right after this. It's Commenter of the Week time!
Comment, our show, yeah, Commenter of the Week.
Comments. Today's comment comes from a dude named Adman4993, and he said, "Great show, guys. Can you do some more of the segment about learning to do things you should never do, like stealing an engine? They're really funny." Okay, Adman4993, your wish is our command. Here's a segment called How Not to Comment. First. No, I mean actually writing only the word first as a comment. Half the time the page hasn't even refreshed yet and you're really like the 8th comment. Be original. Jokes about my height are so 2007 and white belt jokes are so 2008. For 2009, bring the A game with jokes about cars or whale scrotum. As for 20% off a feature, I think we're set, thanks. And last, don't write ridiculous comments like LV Coats 74848 and say, why not? Because that's dumb. Keep those comments flowing, we read them, and of course, we rock them. And now, over to the man with the sideburns, Mr. Matt Farah of Garage 419 for FLDetours of the all-new Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Take it away, Matt.
What's up, guys? I'm Matt Farah. Today on FLDetours, we're driving the 2009 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 2.0 Turbo with the track pack. Stick around, it's gonna be a good one. Right now we're driving the 2.0 track model of the Genesis Coupe. It's sort of the top of the line of the bottom of the line, if you know what I'm saying. There's the 2.0T, which is a 210 horsepower, turbocharged 4-cylinder, and then there's the 3.8 V6, which makes 306 horsepower, but obviously weighs a little more. Both engines are made of aluminum. In this particular car, we've got the 2.0 turbo intercooled 4-cylinder, the Mitsubishi turbo on it, and a 6-speed transmission, obviously rear-wheel drive. It really doesn't go very fast, and that's the problem with an entry-level model. Also, something strange happens when I shift. The engine actually, I don't know what the word is, but it hangs RPMs. So if I'm shifting up, the tach will sort of hover up there for a while and not come down very quick. The exterior is designed to be more edgy and aggressive than some of the benchmark designs that they were going for. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, why is it called the Genesis Coupe? It doesn't look anything like the Genesis sedan. Why are you confusing us here? And I'll tell you why. It's because it's an underlying family of architecture. Something a lot of car companies are doing now. They're sharing platforms to lower costs, lower engineering costs, engineering time, and reliability problems. The drivetrain underneath this car is very similar to the Genesis sedan. It shares many of its components. In the track model, they have this extra grippy red cloth in the center and black cloth on the outside. They're nice and comfortable with good bolstering. The pedal placement is good. The clutch is nice and short and light. I'm not going to get too fatigued doing that. The great thing about the Genesis Coupe is that it really fills a specific and needed void. When I tell young people, when they ask me what should I buy for my first car, you know, I always want to tell them something rear-wheel drive so they can learn proper driving technique on it, except usually with their price point that they want and their level of economy they're looking for, there really isn't a car that works for that. Now there is.
Thanks, Matt. Well, that about does our Fast Lane Daily this week. But before we go, check out this rap video called In My Prius by the Casual Mafia. It's pretty funny, not just because I know a couple of the guys. What's up, Paulie? I'm Derek D. You guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next month. Take it away.
15-inch stubs.
In my Prius!
Dumping my subs.
In my Prius!
Riding to the club.
The beat don't drop until I roll up.
In my Prius!
Flashing my keys.
In my Prius!
Not room for my knees.
In my Prius!
You won't see me ever hit E with my MPGs.
In my Prius!